So this video right here is for motivational purposes only, right? Let this video motivate you today, right? Let's get into it. So what if you fail, right? So freaking what, right? Failure, tell yourself failure is not real. It's just another way of growing, right? So let's just say you go on that job interview, right? You don't get the job. So what? Next interview, right? If you don't get that one, so what? You get what I'm saying? Say you go out here, you put yourself out here, you find somebody you're attracted to, you shoot your shot, they don't want you, so what? You shoot your shot at somebody else, they don't want you, so freaking what? We gotta understand that this is a part of life. This is a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make every shot, so what? Keep freaking going. Because why would you not keep going? You think every day is just supposed to be handed to you? No, it just don't work that way. We gotta accept that failure is not real. It's not mine, right? Because if you go do what so if you put yourself out there, it don't work, right? Guess what? Cloud, okay, that opportunity will work out, but guess what? All I'm doing is getting closer to the opportunity that is meant for me, right? Because what is meant for you is going to happen. Can't nobody ever take that away from you. Let me say it again. What is meant for you will happen. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be in a year, it might not be in 3 years. But best believe, what is meant for you it's going to happen, right? So what if somebody told you that in 20 years you're gonna get your dream, like all you gotta do is keep working for it? Would you just keep working for it because you know it's gonna be there? So act like it as if it is gonna be there. You get what I'm saying? Do it. You get what I'm saying? You think you're the only person that went on a job interview and didn't get the job. You think you're the first person that got rejected by a girl you thought was your dream girl, a guy you thought was your dream guy. You know what I'm saying? You think you're the first athlete to ever play a sport and had a terrible performance? No. It's a part of life. It's a part of the game. So what? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you go plan stuff out of your life to go as planned, and sometimes it just don't work out. It go completely worse. Think about it. Have you ever had that happen to you? Like you plan for this to happen, but a complete opposite happens, something bad happened that you be like, I can't believe this worst case scenario just happened. So what? It's a part of life. Don't give up. Go harder, bro. Go harder. Turn it up a notch. Maybe if I tell you that, maybe if you just turn up 2 more notches, you would get there, right? Maybe you're not going hard enough. Because only you would know if you're going hard enough or not, right? Don't no one else know how hard you're going. Only you knowing if you're doing what you're supposed to do. Only you know if you're putting work in. Only you know if you lollygagging and slacking. You get what I'm saying? Like you going to the gym, you repping out the weight. You might be repping out weight that's not heavy enough. And you wonder why you ain't getting gains. You're not going hard enough, right? You scared the weight go fall. You know what I'm saying? You scared you benching that you might drop the weight. So what? It's a life. You know how many times that I was bench pressing and I accidentally got a chest injury, I accidentally got a shoulder injury, or I accidentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll try to lift the weight, it's too heavy, and it just fall on my chest. Someone had to help get a weight off me. That's a part of life. You got to test yourself to your limits. Then once you understand that limit, go past that limit. Be like, no way, I'm gonna level up something to get past this, right? Because think about that. Let's just say you go to bench 225 for the first time, right? And you struggling, you can't get up all the way, right? Then you say, you know what, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna do what I need to do so I can bench more than 225, right? So then you go hard for the next 2 to 3 months. Then you go back in the gym, you rep out 225 for 3 reps. The next thing you know, you benching 255, 275. And you be like, but remember 2 months ago, you couldn't even lift more than 225. But what happened was you kept putting the work in, you kept grinding, you kept getting after it, right? That could be any area of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you go out there for a presentation, you fail a presentation because you were scared of talking to people, because you scared that people's gonna make fun of you, right? So you go out there, you fail, and then go as planned. You're like, you know what? I'm a grind. So my next presentation, I do 10 times better. And guess what? Your next presentation, you go out there, you do 10 times better, and that grade go from a D to an A because you have prepared for the next situation. You know what I'm saying? You went and prepared for the next time you was gonna have to speak in front of a class. Failure is not really failure. It's like, convince your mind to understand that. Instead of calling it failure, it's a learning process. It's helping you, bro. It is helping you. You know what I'm saying? It is helping you. I So many times in my life that I quote unquote failed, but it was learning experiences, right? Convince yourself that failure is learning experiences. You know what's gonna happen? You won't be afraid to fail no more. You go take more risk, right? And more risks lead to more opportunities. More opportunities can lead you to going to get your dream life. You ain't gonna get your dream life sitting at home on the couch eating potato chips. You get what I'm saying? Put yourself out there, bro. So what if you have to go on 80 job interviews? So what if you have to go approach 80 people, right? You'll get rejected one time, done. You'll get rejected one time, you done. You don't want to get married no more. You don't want to have kids more because you got rejected that one time. What if that one person wasn't meant for you, bro? What if that one person, you was way too good for them? What if that one person just didn't want the same thing that you wanted? So you finna give up because someone else wasn't interested in you? You gonna give up because somebody else didn't want to give you the job? Then you go to a different job. You could be the best employee they ever had in years. It's all up to you, though. You get what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do. There's no excuses for it. Embrace this so-called failure. Convince yourself. No, train your mind to understand that failure is not failure. It's a learning process, right? Get what I'm saying? I had a homeboy of mine. He went to national championship for the 400-meter hurdles. He tripped and fell over the hurdles. He told me next year I'm going to nationals because he went and put the work in. So he used that learning experience to understand, okay, I fell at this hurdle. Okay, I'm gonna do this a little differently this time so that I can do what I need to do, right? So he did just that. He went an All-American. I see people mess up all the time. They learn from it. If you're not learning, what are you doing? If you're not trying to grow, what are you doing? You should want your life to be constant. You want to constantly be elevated. You want to constantly be growing, right? Every freaking day. Why not every day? You gonna complain to stay the same? Level up. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to understand that failure is part of the process. And failure is not really failure. Failure is a part of learning, right? Because when you fail at something and you learn from it, right? Like for me, for example, I took a test, right? I got like a 42 on the first test. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know what to expect on the upcoming tests, right? Now I know what I need to do differently on these next few tests, right? So you know what I did? I passed the next few tests because I understand what the heck I was supposed to be doing. And since I understand what the heck I was doing, I was able to prepare for it, right? Sometimes you have to fail in order to prepare for something. Get that in your head. Let me say it again. Sometimes you have to fail at something so you can learn, so you can prepare for it. So next time you come better and stronger. You know how many times people think about like sports, right? You go against competition, y'all lose the game, y'all go look at film, okay, we messed up here, and here, y'all correct it, y'all go out there and beat that same opponent. That's why it's hard beating the same team twice, because they learn from their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? They're not saying, well, they beat us, we failed, we give up. No, they like, okay, we got to play them again. That's why conference games are so hard in sports. That's why rivalry games are so hard, because you constantly got film to learn from. You constantly looking at your mistakes, quote unquote failures, and use that into its level up your game to improve. So we got to want to improve every day, not just some days. Every day we got to want to improve, every freaking day. But before I close this video, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Look back at your life and look at one part of your life where you failed, right? Then you look back at, can you learn from it? If you can learn from that one thing, right, you should better learn from a lot of your failed mistakes, right? A lot of your past mistakes and past failures, right? So look what you did wrong and understand, okay, now I understand how I can learn from failure. Then after that, moving forward with your life, treat every situation like that as a part of learning, a part of growing. But yeah, that's it for the video. Stay tuned for many videos to come. I'm out. Peace.